Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
If you were outside just before the strike, you might see a trail of light in the sky moving closer for a few seconds to a minute. By that point, it would be too late to do anything like move to safety. It would be your messenger of the cosmic explosion about to hit, vaporizing you and your whole city with the power of dozens of nuclear bombs. This scenario, imagining Earth being hit by a sizable asteroid, isn't purely a morbid thought exercise. In 5 years' time, one the size of a cruise liner will pass closer to us than TV satellites, skimming within 20,000 miles in a stunning near miss. The space rock known as 99942 Apophis was named after the Egyptian god of chaos and destruction when it was discovered in 2004. Because scientists were so worried it might collide with us. Models eventually showed it would fly back out into space, but there are other asteroids this size in the solar system, and the problem is that we still don't know how many, or where they could all be heading. This is why a planetary defense mission is underway to fly alongside Apophis when it visits on Friday, April 13, 2029, and study how we might be able to deflect another one if it comes on a collision course. Astronomer Dr. Greg Brown, from the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, told usnews.co.uk that if a space rock this size hit a populated area, it would cause catastrophic damage. If it came towards London, then we would be talking about basically wiping out most of the population of London, he said. It would be a very big explosion. People near the crash site wouldn't even know it had hit, as they would be immediately blasted to pieces. Buildings across the city would be leveled and millions would die if astronomers hadn't spotted it coming in time for them to evacuate, while the whole of the southeast of the UK would be badly affected and a dust cloud would be visible for many miles. I would imagine large parts of Europe would be aware it had occurred, Dr. Brown said, comparing it to a large volcanic eruption with the potential to ground flights. Thankfully, most of the world is not made up of highly populated cities, so even if one did hit us, it would be unlikely to cause apocalyptic levels of suffering. Dr. Brown points out that 2/3 of the surface of Earth is covered in water, and even the vast majority of the land is sparsely populated, so the chances of an asteroid even of Apophis's size causing very large numbers of fatalities is actually remarkably small. It is still a possibility, however, and this is why NASA and the European Space Agency are working on planetary defense missions to study asteroids' composition and behavior. Even if the chances are tiny, the worst-case scenario is bad enough to make it worth their while. The damage an asteroid can do is directly related to how big it is, with the largest ones having the potential to wipe out humanity, and small ones not a concern because they burn up in the atmosphere. To view this video, please enable JavaScript, and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5 video. Earth's most famous asteroid strike didn't destroy the dinosaurs purely from the explosion. Measuring at least 10 kilometers wide, it is thought to have sent up so much dust that it blocked out the sun, killing off plants and in turn the herbivores which ate them. Although a smaller asteroid the size of Apophis wouldn't cause this climate effect worldwide, it could still affect farming and light levels locally, and cause a major crisis. The good news is that scientists believe they have tracked all the planet killers in the vicinity, which would lead to a mass extinction event, and none show any indication of coming close. And the less good? We know that we are missing a large fraction of the mid-size asteroids, Dr. Brown explains, saying these are the ones which measure up to around 400 meters across. The number we know about is a lot lower than the number we think there should be. This is worked out from looking at the number of big asteroids, which are easier to spot in space, and the number of small asteroids which actually come and meet us as shooting stars and meteors. The European Space Agency warned last year, hidden in the glare of our sun are an unknown number of asteroids, on paths we do not know, many of which could be heading for Earth, and we just don't know it. Only last month,